The commission investigating the Lewiston mass shooting is hearing more from witnesses about what led up to the violence on October 25th.
Commissioners released their initial report last month saying police had sufficient cause to take shooter Robert Card into custody, but their investigation is not done yet. Sam Rogers spent the day listening to that testimony at a public hearing in Augusta. He joins us live tonight with more. Hi, Sam.
Hey, Brian and Samantha. Well, unlike the other public hearings in the past, today's hearing consisted of a variety of witnesses, from survivors and those who lost their loved ones to Dr. Mark Flomenbaum. Now, he is the retired chief medical examiner, and he was the one who investigated Robert Card's body. The majority of his testimony was explaining how difficult it was to determine the exact time of death. He says that's because of the major change in temperature the day Card's body was found and due to a severe head wound that was also discovered by the medical examiner's office. Earlier this afternoon, we also heard from ASL interpreters about the need to implement an emergency communications network with police, fire, and hospitals because they say that during the tragedy, several Mainers in the deaf community were impacted and, of course, were killed and injured during the mass shootings, and they rushed to help those Mainers, and they say that they need to be treated like first responders, again, so they can better help their colleagues during times of emergency. In the morning, we also heard from Captain Jeremy Reamer, who was Robert Card's former commanding officer in the Army Reserve, who testified for the second time.
What do you call?
A command directive order issued by Captain Jeremy Reamer last summer forced Robert Card to be admitted to Four Winds Psychiatric Hospital in New York. Once Card was there, Reamer admits he didn't have much contact with providers or remember exactly who he spoke with.
At this time, I cannot recall anyone that I directly spoke with at Four Winds.
Reamer was then sent multiple emails from medical providers letting him know that Card needed to have follow-up meetings with him, and they recommended Reamer take measures to remove Card's guns.
My email was down at the time, so I did not actually see this counseling form until later. So I was not able to follow up with him.
When did you get access to it?
That I can recall observing this, it wasn't until later in October.
After the shooting?
Yes, sir.
We later learned this was the first time Captain Reamer ordered someone to get a psych evaluation. Reamer said a fellow Army reservist took the lead to try to get Card's personal guns out of his home.
And Card consented to having, and the family agreed to remove the firearms from his personally owned home.
Reamer never confirmed if the guns were ever taken. Robert Card shot and killed 18 people nearly 1 month later.
Through all of this, my heart breaks for all those that are involved. Most of all, my 3 kids and the other 15 kids that were there that night. 18 kids whose lives are forever changed. 18 kids who lost a part of their innocence that they can never get back. And as most of us all know, one of those kids didn't make it.
Unfortunately, she was referencing Aaron Young, who was just 14 years old when he was killed last October. Brian and Samantha, we are expected for the commission to announce future public hearings. We will, of course, pass along those dates when we have them.
Sam Rogers live in Augusta tonight. Sam, thank you for covering this all day for us.